Okay, so I'm in Little Rock today. Had to come down here to Daniel Roberts' place, Mid-Arc Off-Road. He's built me some new shocks. The ones that we took off were in pretty rough shape. They weren't just terrible, but in order to rebuild them, it was going to cost us pretty close to what it was going to be to buy some new ones. So I just took the springs off. He took them to his powder coat, got them powder coated and everything, and ordered some new shock bodies from Big Shocks and put them all back together. And then we're going to go down here and check them out and pick them up. And we'll look around Daniel's shop while we're down here today. The big pimp with the little tires. I was like, what the hell, you locking me out?
Just pull in.
Where's your dad?
I don't know.
Huh?
He ran off somewhere.
Ooh-wee. Look at them. Man, them springs come out good.
He's jumping now.
Don't
Green that motherfucker.
take it off some sweet jumps, huh?
Yeah, sell it.
So we made it down here to Mid-Arc, hanging out with Daniel. And this is what we brought him. These old bonsai series. And this is what we ended up with. So tell us about what you had to do here.
All right, so we did have these reservoir shocks, and the reservoirs definitely look a lot better. But in Fred's application, he didn't care about the reservoirs because he wants the stereo to be the main thing on his truck. But you don't necessarily have to have them. And so to beat the price point of those reservoirs, we went these S series. And we also took the springs off of those, which were blue. They really didn't match the truck. Powder coated them. This is pimp juice green. So he's gonna have some pimp in there.
Little pimp hand getting strong, ain't it?
So repowder coated them pimp juice green and then put them back together. So whenever you rebuild certain shocks, by the time you get done with the labor and then trying to get the old generation parts, you're just better off to replace them. And if you can see on these, they have a lot of heavy wear from that bushing. Where that bushing gets on there. And it's just, it'll actually bind up from all the years of mud.
About every one of them had it.
Yep, so these were the aluminum bodies, and they switched to the steel bodies, which are gonna be a little more durable. You can put more air in them. And of course, they look way better than these would ever look rebuilt. We had problems with the hoses being busted, like you can see right there. And you go trying to take a hose out of that, they just tear up. So efficiently, the best way to do it is to replace them. Then you get the new technology. You know you got different valving because we made some changes to the truck. So we're gonna have a little bit heavier speaker box in the back, so we changed the valving. We don't know what the valving was in those, but at least we did have some coils because those coils are expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And even if we had bought new coils, we probably didn't want to run black ones.
No, we were going to powder coat them anyway.
Yeah,
so.
we were going to go with green. So anyway, we went from the old bonsai, which is older technology. The thing about Big Shocks is they're constantly improving their technology. So one of the only people I know of that has a shock dyno. So they're gonna test them out, see what they can do to tweak them and make them better. And this will have far superior technology than these, even though this is more of an economical shock. So we've still got good heims. Now the heim is built in the top of these, and these will actually be a little bit shorter. This is a 16 and those are 16s, but these will be a little shorter. But Fred's got a plan to either move the brackets around or we're going to adjust the collars to make the difference. And the other thing is he wouldn't mind if it sat a little bit shorter. Is that because you're trying to get in and out of it or what?
No, I just like the way it looks. I don't like all that damn space in between the tires. It's actually easier to get in with it taller because I got a higher reach, and with it the way it's sitting right now, getting up in it's a pain in the ass because I'm grabbing right here trying to pull myself up. But if I can get somewhere in between, I really like it. I just want it kind of set a little bit lower on the tires, you know.
Well, and the other thing, if you watch me in the bounty hole at Colfax, you know, if you get a little bit too high And then you get a little bit
Get a
too
little
lean
wobbly.
over.
We'll put a little montage of his colfax in there too.
So the other thing we added, if you look at these, and you can maybe see those on your video, we got the bump stops in there. So that's a pretty inexpensive upgrade. And if you get to the point where the shock gets all the way compressed, that bump stop is going to save you from the bottom of it really hitting the shock body hard and potentially damaging the shock. You know, I wouldn't recommend that being your only bump stop, but you don't have bump stops, do you?
Mm-mm.
So this is a good little safety.
No, it doesn't have any built in there right now.
So do you have limit straps on your truck?
Yeah.
So that's probably more important than the bump stops, because he may not get all the way down and compress these, but we don't know. But the limit strap's going to keep the shock from pulling apart. The bump stop's going to keep it from just really slamming down hard and causing damage that way. So we've got all that took care of, and we tried to keep the same hardware. We got a few little sleeves, and if we got to do something different, Big Shocks is good about, if you'll give them some measurements, well, hell, if they have to machine some of these out on the lathe, they'll build you some offset washers or whatever you need.
Oh, to go inside of the top and bottom there?
You make a video putting them on?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be driving down the road like you wanted me to try to do it, but I don't think that'll work out.
We're just trying to add a little dynamic to it.
Yeah, we'll definitely make a video putting them back on.
I've got
though.
one of my first sets of Big Shocks. You can put that on your video. I just hung those on the wall. We wore these out and then finally broke one of them and patched it back together with some other parts from Jake Todd's, and that's the short one over there. But those are the old bonsais, similar to what Fred's got.
Old school.
Yep.
Man, if y'all are ever looking for parts or anything, you need to get a hold of Daniel. He's got more crap laying around here, parts, axles, everything else. He can get you parts, he can find you parts, he can build you parts, whatever you need. And don't forget, that's also, that's really what he does more of anything is wheels and tires and leveling kits and things like that on trucks. So, I mean, building mega trucks is one thing, but
yeah, this one
their big part of their business is a lot of other stuff.
8-inch lift, he's getting everything whited out. Jeep getting some repairs from, actually was in a collision. This got bumper, fender flares, wheels and tires, leveling kit. We put sound in this one. It's got a full stereo system.
You put the sound in it?
Yeah, we're waiting on the box. I mean,
Yeah.
we got an underseat box. This is a cool Bronco we've been working on. It's getting a custom top.
Ooh, I like it top.
Yeah, this one's won't see me like this one.
Well, that's a clean old Bronco.
Yeah.
My neighbor Dion's like it.
Coyote
Ooh,
motor.
there you go.
Yeah. And independent front suspension.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you put that Ford front end in it, or?
And now this is it's a project
Oh.
on my customers, and
Huh.
we've been all over it trying to tune it all up, from the suspension to the interior to getting the steering wheel straight, body straight.
Is that top fiberglass?
Yeah. We put the molding on this. Got the doors to shut. You know, Broncos, the doors don't shut. It's got a middle that'll be a fabric that'll slide back. It's
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So if y'all ever need some parts or some work done on your four-wheel drive trucks, give Daniel a call. He'll hook you up.
Yeah.
A couple of their other toys out here. Ginger's truck. Leaf's truck. Hang on, Jackson. I didn't get over there yet. Wayne Gaser's truck, Wayne's World. Jackson's gonna blow it up for us real quick. Uh-oh. Love the smell of race gas in the morning.
Wayne's World, baby.